1. New ideas need audiences like flowers need bees. No matter how brilliant and colorful, they will die unless others work to spread them. Here's what that really means. Innovative concepts require active engagement and dissemination by others to truly flourish and gain influence. Without shared promotion, they will remain obscure and ultimately fade. 2. There is a cost to lead. True leaders are willing to pay the price, sacrifice self-interest, and put their cause ahead of themselves. This quote reminds us that genuine leadership demands personal sacrifice and prioritizing the collective mission or purpose above individual desires and benefits. 3. Don't show up to prove, show up to improve. Here's what that really means. Focus your efforts on personal growth and learning rather than trying to demonstrate superiority or validate yourself. Strive for betterment, not just affirmation. 4. Effective communication starts with listening. This quote reminds us that the foundation of successful interaction and understanding is not just speaking, but actively and attentively hearing what others have to say. 5. An excessive drive for order interrupts the beautiful chaos needed for creativity to thrive. Here's what that really means. Overly rigid structures and a compulsive need for control can stifle the unpredictable and unstructured environment often necessary for genuine innovation and artistic. 6. Being right doesn't make us trustworthy. Being honest makes us trustworthy. This quote reminds us that trust is built on sincerity and truthfulness, not merely on being correct in one's opinions or statements. Integrity is more important than infallibility. 7. Be the leader you wish you had. Here's what that really means. Embody the qualities and behaviors of the ideal leader you would want to follow, setting a personal example for others. 8. A great leader doesn't only inspire us to have confidence in what they can do. A great leader inspires us to have confidence in what we can do. This quote reminds us that exceptional leadership empowers people to believe in their own collective capabilities and potential, rather than just relying on the leader's individual strengths. 9. We can only truly be in charge when we are willing to let others take charge. Here's what that really means. Genuine control and effective leadership involve the confidence and wisdom to delegate responsibility and empower others to lead when appropriate. 10. Success is a team sport. This quote reminds us that significant achievements are rarely the result of individual effort alone. They require collaboration, coordination, and the collective contribution of a group. 11. Strong relationships are based on trust and communication. But if there is no communication, there can be no trust. Here's what that really means. Healthy connections require both faith and openness, but the absence of honest dialogue makes genuine trust impossible to build or maintain. 12. The goal is to feel a part of something, not just play a part in anything. This quote reminds us that true fulfillment comes from genuinely belonging to and identifying with a cause or group, rather than merely performing a role without deep connection. 13. If there are people who care, there is always hope. Here's what that really means. The presence of individuals who genuinely show concern and empathy can sustain optimism and provide a basis for positive outcomes, even in difficult situations. 14. If we were good at everything, we would have no need for each other. This quote reminds us that human interdependence and the value of collaboration arise from our individual limitations. Our imperfections create the necessity and beauty of working together. 15. When we work on a trusting team, we feel safe to admit our mistakes, be honest about our shortcomings, and ask for help when we need it. Here's what that really means. A collaborative environment built on mutual trust fosters psychological safety, allowing team members to be vulnerable, transparent, and seek support without fear of judgment. 16. Building a strong culture is what builds a strong organization. This quote reminds us that the underlying values, norms, and shared behaviors within a group are the primary drivers of an organization's resilience, effectiveness, and overall strength. 17. Don't feel guilty accepting someone's help. You can achieve more with others than you can by yourself. Here's what that really means. There's no shame in receiving assistance, as collaboration allows you to accomplish greater things than you could on your own. It encourages teamwork. 18. We know true collaboration happened when the idea can no longer be traced to one person. This quote reminds us that genuine teamwork results in outcomes where individual contributions are so deeply intertwined that the original source of an idea becomes indistinguishable, reflecting a shared creative process. 19. Happiness comes from what we do. Fulfillment comes from why we do it. Here's what that really means. Short-term pleasure can be found in activities, but deeper, lasting satisfaction arises from understanding and pursuing the underlying purpose or meaning behind those actions. 20. Visionaries aren't the only ones who have big ideas. Visionaries are the ones who can clearly communicate their big ideas to others. This quote reminds us that what distinguishes true visionaries is not just their innovative thoughts, but their ability to articulate those complex ideas simply and compellingly to inspire others. 21. Those in pursuit of why are inspired to do what is right. Here's what that really means. People driven by a strong sense of purpose or a clear understanding of their ultimate reason for being are naturally motivated to act ethically and align with their. 22. Our passions are ignited when we set out to advance a cause greater than ourselves. This quote reminds us that deep personal enthusiasm and drive are sparked when individuals dedicate themselves to a mission or goal that extends beyond their own self-interest and benefits a larger community. 23. Fulfillment comes when we do something to help someone else. Here's what that really means. A profound sense of satisfaction and meaning is derived from acts of service and assisting others, highlighting the intrinsic reward of selflessness. 24. When we know why we do what we do, everything falls into place. When we don't, we have to push things into place. This quote reminds us that understanding your core purpose brings natural alignment and flow to your actions, whereas lacking this clarity requires forced effort and struggle to achieve results. 25. There are only two ways to influence human behavior. You can manipulate it or you can inspire it. Here's what that really means. Human actions can be driven by either deceptive or coercive means, or by genuinely motivating and uplifting individuals through shared purpose and values. 26. Strong leaders earn loyalty. Weak leaders demand it. This quote reminds us that effective leaders inspire devotion through their actions and character, whereas ineffective leaders resort to forcing allegiance, which is rarely genuine or lasting. 27. Good leaders have the ability to inspire us in their lifetime. Great leaders have the ability to inspire us beyond their lifetime. Here's what that really means. While good leaders can motivate during their presence, truly great leaders leave a legacy that continues to influence and inspire people long after they are gone. 28. Bad leaders care about who's right. Good leaders care about what's right. This quote reminds us that ineffective leaders prioritize personal validation or blame, while effective leaders focus on finding the correct solutions and achieving the best outcomes, regardless of who gets credit. 29. A leader without a title is better than a title without the ability to lead. Here's what that really means. Genuine leadership is defined by the capacity to guide and influence others through character and action, not merely by a formal position or designation. Thank you for spending this moment with the Mind Shelf. Let this quote stay with you, and may your day be filled with peace and purpose. If it stirred something in you, don't let it fade. reflect, share, and let's grow together, one thought at a time. What does this quote mean to you? Share your thoughts below. Your words might inspire someone else today. If you'd like more gentle wisdom and soulful reflections, don't forget to subscribe and join our growing mindful community. And if you're watching this as you wind down, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and carry this wisdom into your dreams. Until next time, rest well.